Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your Fall 2016 Georgia Tech graduate. Students, please rise for the faculty processional.
Faculty track.
Good morning and welcome. Will the audience please rise for the singing of the national anthem, which will be sung by the members of the Glee Club.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. Well, good morning, and thank you, gentlemen. In addition to the students preparing for military service, I'd like for us to take a moment to recognize veterans and active service members in the audience. If you have served or are currently serving in any branch of the U.S. military, please rise. Thank you for your service. At this point, I'm pleased to introduce Ms. Stacy Jones, a candidate for the Bachelor of Science degree in Computational Media, who will give the reflection. Good luck, Stacy.
Good morning. Who would have thought this day would ever come, right? It's pretty surreal. But then I think back to the past handful of years that we all spent working harder than we ever believed we were capable of. And then it does feel real. We earned this moment. But not on our own. It was with the help of our family, friends, teachers, and every other support system out there, even Google, Netflix, and BuzzFeed in our times of true need. Friends, family, thank you for being here today, for being there every other day that led up to this moment, and for being with us as we go forward each step of the way. Your support and your congratulations to us means a lot. And moms, dads, sorry for all the times we brought home homework on the holidays. This morning, we all woke up as Georgia Tech students. But in just a matter of a couple of hours, we will all leave this Coliseum together as graduates of the Georgia Institute of Technology. That has a pretty nice ring to it, if you ask me. Now, we're supposed to enter into the real world. For some of you, that may be really exciting. For others, terrifying. But I think a lot of us fall somewhere in between. Doing new things will be fun, but change and big kid responsibilities also sound a little intimidating. But remember this, going into the real world is like going to college, and we already did that. Remember freshman year? It was new and full of promise. There were people by your side to help you along. There were opportunities you could not even imagine coming your way. There were long, hard, late nights still to be had, but there were even more random, fun, and exciting memories to be made. And that's all true for us now, too. Going to work every day, pursuing another degree, or filling out even more job applications doesn't always sound like the most fun compared to the times that we've had here. But great things are ahead for us, class of 2016. New memories, new friendships. It's going to take hard work, but we are going to change the world. And we are as prepared as we can be for this, the first day of a new stage in our lives. Fellow graduates, congratulations, and thanks for the memories.
Thank you, Stacy, for those words of encouragement, and good luck to you as you go forward.
Thank you.
Graduates, members of the faculty and staff, distinguished guests, families, and friends, it's my great pleasure to welcome you to the 252nd commencement exercises at the Georgia Institute of Technology. This weekend's commencement exercises recognize both summer and fall graduates. Today, we celebrate nearly 1,600 undergraduate degree recipients who join the more than 1,900 graduate degree recipients from last evening. As is the case with the success of our institute, success in life is seldom a one-person endeavor. As we celebrate the successful conclusion of one chapter of your lifelong education, it's important to acknowledge that you've not done it alone. With us today are many families, friends, and colleagues whose love and support have helped make this day possible. For some of you here today, this is not your first Georgia Tech graduation ceremony. If you're the parent of more than one proud Georgia Tech graduate through the years, or if you're a Georgia Tech alumnus, please stand and be recognized. In addition, with us this morning are members of the faculty who have guided and mentored these students, sharing with them their time, their wisdom, and their expertise in order to help each and every one reach his or her fullest potential and achieve this important milestone. Would the members of the faculty please stand and be recognized? Well, I could try to stand here and tell you how much the graduates appreciate all of your help and support. I think it means more coming right from them.
Hey guys, I just wanted to thank my friends and families for all that they've done for me to get me to this point in my life. Y abuelita, quiero decirte gracias y te quiero mucho y agradezco todo que has hecho para mí.
Hi, Mom and Dad. I love you and thank you for all of your support. We made it.
Hey, I just want to thank my mom, dad, and my brother, and both my sisters. Without you guys, I couldn't have done this. Thanks.
Thanks, Mom, Dad, and Lauren for coming to graduation. Go Jackets, we did it!
I would just like to thank my parents, my 3 brothers, and my boyfriend for helping me to get through Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech has been completely awesome. Go Jackets!
Thank you everyone who helped me until this point, and энд хүрэлцэн аав ээжтэй болсон намайг үзэж байгаа бүх гэрээхэндээ танд хүмүүстээ баярлалаа гэж хэлье. Ингээд би төгсчихлөө.
Hi everyone! Thanks for coming today. I like to thank my parents, my family, and my best friends. Thank you so much, and go Jackets!
Hey everybody, I want to say thank you. I'm here, I made it. Graduation has come. Now I'm off to change the world, make a difference, make an impact. I'm really excited about this. I made it and I couldn't do it without you guys. Thank you so much.
At this time, I'd like to introduce several members of the stage party, and I will ask that you hold your applause as they stand when I call their names. Dr. Colin Potts, Vice Provost for Undergraduate Education and our mace bearer. Dr. Susan Cousins, Vice Provost for Graduate Education and Faculty Development. Mr. Barrett Carson, Vice President for Development. Dr. Archie Irvin, Vice President for Institute Diversity. Mr. Dean Sheehan, Vice President for Government and Community Relations. Mr. John Stein, Vice President of Student Life and Dean of Students. Dr. Paul Cohn, Vice Provost for Enrollment. Ms. Elizabeth Holdsworth, STEM Librarian. Dr. Roberta Berry, Director of Georgia Tech Honors Program. Dr. Nelson Baker, Dean of Professional Education. Dr. Catherine Meehan, representing the Center for Career Discovery and Development. And Ms. Rita Pikowski, our Registrar. This is a momentous day for you as graduates and for your family and friends who are sharing in the celebration of your accomplishments. You've worked very hard to earn your degree from one of the best institutions in the nation, and in some disciplines, the best in the world. Georgia Tech faculty are engaged in research collaborations in more than 100 countries. The Institute has global centers in China, Costa Rica, Panama, Singapore, and for 25 years, Georgia Tech has had a campus in Lorraine, France. During that period of time, almost 5,800 students have spent a semester or more at the Georgia Tech Lorraine campus. Georgia Tech students study or intern in 70 countries, and 54% of our graduates have a meaningful international experience through either study abroad or work abroad before they graduate. Nearly a fourth of you have participated in co-op education, and 67% have participated in our internship program. And while it's not required, 44% of you have taken a foreign language. The most popular foreign language is Mandarin Chinese. Based on spring statistics, 90% of you have already been offered a job, and 79% have accepted. The average starting salary for Georgia Tech BS degree recipients is just over $68,000 a year, and for some, higher than that. When I think about your accomplishments, I'm reminded that all of you were touched in one way or another by the investment of our alumni and our supporters through scholarships, fellowships, faculty chairs, facilities, and for that, we remain eternally grateful. At Georgia Tech, we pride ourselves on being trailblazers who drive real-world change by embracing challenges, thinking critically, and developing innovative solutions to some of the world's most pressing problems. We continue to work towards our goal of making a Georgia Tech education within the reach of every qualified Georgia resident, regardless of family income. We're proud to say that among our graduates today are 6 G. Wayne Clough Georgia Tech Promise graduates. Because of the Tech Promise program, Georgia residents with the greatest financial needs are able to earn a Georgia Tech degree debt-free. Through their hard work and Georgia Tech's commitment, not only will their lives be changed, but the lives of others for generations to come. Your Georgia Tech degree is designed to prepare you to work collaboratively, to identify changes and create solutions, and to be a leader in business, industry, government, and the communities in which you will live and work. Georgia Tech is in the business of creating the next idea, the next technology, and the next innovators and entrepreneurs. We're empowering the next generation of scientists, engineers, businessmen and women, architects, and so many others, engendering in them the passion and skills that they will need to design our future. You, as graduates, will be forever linked to this great institution, and we're expecting great things from each and every one of you. I would now like to ask Dr. Raphael Bras, Provost and Executive Vice President for Academic Affairs, and our commencement speaker, Dr. Freeman Hrabowski, to join me at the podium. One of the most significant honors a university can bestow is the honorary PhD degree. At Georgia Tech, we hold these degrees very dear. Honorary degree holders include President Jimmy Carter, Atlanta Mayor Ivan Allen Jr., U.S. Labor Secretary and Senator Elizabeth Dole, Bernie Marcus, and Muhtar Kent. Today, the Georgia Institute of Technology will confer its prestigious honorary Doctor of Philosophy degree upon Dr. Freeman Hrabowski. I'll read the citation, and then Provost Bras will hood Dr. Hrabowski. Freeman A. Hrabowski III has for more than 2 decades served as president of the University of Maryland, Baltimore County, which has become one of the nation's leading sources of African American doctoral graduates in science and engineering. He has emerged as a prominent voice in support of the advancement of underrepresented minorities in science, technology, and engineering and mathematics, and is sought out for his experience and perspective on the means to ensure students achieve their highest potential in science and engineering. Now, therefore, we do hereby confer the degree of Honorary Doctor of Philosophy with all the rights, privileges, and honors thereunto appertaining, in witness whereof the signatures of the Chancellor of the University System and the President and Registrar of the Georgia Institute of Technology are hereunto subscribed, and the seal of the Institute is affixed, given here in Atlanta on the 17th day of December, 2016. Congratulations, Dr. Hrabowski. Just a little background on Dr. Hrabowski. In 2008, he was named one of America's best leaders by U.S. News and World Report, which ranked UMBC as the nation's #1 up-and-coming university for 6 years, from 2009 to 2014. Time magazine named him one of America's 10 best college presidents in 2009 and one of the 100 most influential people in the world in 2012. In 2011, Dr. Hrabowski received both the TIAA CREF Theodore Hesburgh Award for Leadership Excellence and the Carnegie Corporation of New York's Academic Leadership Award, recognized by many as the nation's highest award among higher education leaders. A youth leader in the civil rights movement, Dr. Hrabowski was prominently featured in director Spike Lee's 1997 documentary, Four Little Girls, on the racially motivated bombing in 1963 of Birmingham's 16th Street Baptist Church. His most recent book, Holding Fast to Dreams, Empowering Youth from the Civil Rights Crusade to STEM Achievement, describes the events and achievements and experiences that played a central role in his development as an education and a leader. Born in 1950 in Birmingham, Alabama, Dr. Hrabowski graduated from Hampton Institute with highest honors in mathematics. He received his Master's of Arts in Mathematics and PhD in Higher Education Administration Statistics from the University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Freeman Hrabowski, President of the University of Maryland, Baltimore County. Congratulations.
So much. Thank you so very much. As a son of the South, as a Christian, as someone who grew up in Birmingham, I can only say that I first think that somehow my parents are smiling from above. Those of you in the room who've had the experience of losing parents know that they're always with you. Those of you who are blessed to have your parents and family members with you today, savor this moment. Give them another round of applause. All the families in the room, savor this moment. Young people, when you hear people giving you an introduction, the longer the introduction, remember, the older you are. So I'm always wanting people to cut it as short as possible. I begin with poetry. William Carlos Williams once said that it's difficult to find news in poetry, and yet men and women die miserably every day because of a lack of what is found there. It was our beloved Maya Angelou, the late Maya Angelou, who said some years ago to this nation, "Lift up your eyes upon this day breaking for you. Give birth again to the dream." Women, children, men, take it, this dream, into the palms of your hands. Mold it into the image of your most public self. Sculpt it into the shape of your most private need. Here on the pulse of this new day, you may have the grace to look up and out and into your sister's eyes and into your brother's face and say simply, very simply with hope, good morning. Good morning, Georgia Tech. Good morning. Good morning to the class of 2016. This is an exciting time. It really is. I asked some of your fellow graduates today to help me determine what I would say. And Diego and Nigel and Nick were really helpful. Wherever you are, stand up, guys. Let them see you. Please give them a round of applause. They're in the audience. They were very nice. Very nice. And Trevino and Samantha helped them, who are graduating later. And as I was coming down the hotel in the elevator today, my wife and I were coming down, and there was a really happy mother there. And I asked her if she was going to coming here, and she said, "My daughter's graduating, and she's really good. She's graduating with high honors. She's really good," as the parents will say about their kids. And so Sage is somewhere in the audience in civil engineering. Sage, wherever you are, stand and be surprised, because your mama's really proud of you. This commencement is all about you, class, and I want to connect for just a minute. I could never have imagined as a child in Birmingham 50 years ago that one day I would be standing here. Georgia Tech has always been, to those of us in the South and in the entire country, Mr. President, a place known as a leader. This is a place where people of very high achievement come, and you have led not only in engineering and science, but as a moral leader in our society. It is a big deal that in 1961, you decided without any court order at all to admit people of all backgrounds because you wanted to do the right thing. Give Georgia Tech a round of applause for doing that. It's a big deal. It really is. And I want you to think about the fact that you will be the bridges, whether you are in science or engineering or business, you coming from an institution known for the best of technology in the world. And people will expect you to be that ambassador of those disciplines, because some people are saying, we're tired of hearing about STEM. What about the other areas? Well, you understand, and the students in your group told me, we know that we are often in science and engineering, but we also know some things about Georgia Tech, that on this campus, you have learned how to appreciate people from other backgrounds, from other states, from other countries, that you understand the importance of respecting humankind, that you know that while it is a technical school, that you have to think broadly, that you have to think beyond the problem. I am a mathematician. I get goosebumps doing math. Did you get that? Goosebumps. My campus is a place where math rocks. We get goosebumps, all right? And we like saying to the engineers, we produced you somehow. You couldn't do engineering without mathematics. But beyond the math, beyond the engineering, you have been taught the importance of the arts and the humanities, and that to do your jobs, you will have to learn and know how to work with other people from all kinds of backgrounds. And then you said you've been under tremendous pressure here, and that you've learned the importance of taking care of yourselves, of mental health, of balancing that which is emotional and spiritual, physical and intellectual. And so the key for you is that you have within you, from what your parents gave you, from what your faculty gave you, you have the knowledge you need to do what you need to do. And so you are the ambassadors. Many of you have been studying the grand challenges in engineering, from access to clean water, to health informatics, to genetic information for individualized vaccines. And most people don't understand those things, but you must be able to tell humankind, others, that without the work that you do, we would not be here. Whether talking about the air conditioning in here, or the lights, or the planes, or the cars, or the stoves, or the appliances, it all has in some way something to do with the work that many of you will do. Whether you're in business or engineering, you understand how strongly connected your disciplines are to people living their lives. Now, most people don't realize that any child born in 1900 had a predicted age span of about 47 years. In other words, in 1900, we expected the average person to live to be not quite 50 years old. How many people in this room are over 50? Raise your hands. You look good. You look really good. But let me tell you, if it were not for engineering and clean water and the sewage system, y'all wouldn't be here today. Give engineering a round of applause. Give engineering a round of applause. And there is my point. You hear me talking about math. Students, you must speak with pride about what you do. That it's not about a few people, it's about all of us. That you want to know the arts and humanities, but you also want to know these fields. The world will be so different. Your parents, when they went to college, did not have cell phones. Everyone, how many of you have a phone in your pocket right now? Raise your hands. Right? When many of your parents were in college, you know, in 1992, when I became president, they gave me a phone that I could put in my pocket for the first time, a portable phone. It was this big. And everybody went around with these big lumps on their sides. It was a source of pride because we had these big phones that we could take out and use. When I was in college, the futurist said this. He said, the day will come when people will walk around with phones in their pockets. And I got up and I said, I will prepare a math problem, a minimization, maximization problem to show you that we can never have people walking around with phones in their pockets because we wouldn't have enough lines to the walls long enough to do it. Do you get my point? I couldn't imagine wireless technology. And there is the point to you. Besides being an ambassador for these areas, you must be someone who can open your minds to the possibilities. Scientists are now talking about BrainNet, that we'll be able to, I'll look at you at one day. The time will come, I will look at you with sensors, whether they're in my brain or whatever, and I can communicate to you in motions and speech without even talking to you. That sounds unreal. One of my students, who's a professor of neurobiology at Duke, said 20 years from now, he said, you don't realize it, but right now, we communicate to people thousands of miles away. Why? Through a phone. Well, take the middle person out, the phone, all right? And somehow we will be, through sensor technology, changing the world. The world will be very different. I want you to remember you never have learned enough. You want to keep learning. Samuel Beckett said, when you look at the dancing of bees, you know they are learning how to communicate. And a character in a book said, here's something I could understand all my life and never understand. And the significance was the more he understood how the bees communicated, the more he realized how much he had to know. The heart of wisdom, your parents will tell you, is not having a certain amount of knowledge. It's being able to keep asking good questions. I want you to ask why and why not. I want you to ask, who am I and what is the difference between being a piece of technology and being a human being? I want you to ask, how do we pull our country together? In the 60s, when I went to jail with Dr. King, the world was split. And yet, years later, we had many more people going to college of all backgrounds. You represent the dreams of so many Americans from 50 years ago. And now it is your time as a leader, each of you as a leader, to say to our country, our generation will change the world. We will find the common ground because we all believe in our children from any background. We all believe in some kind of faith that it takes more than just us. We all believe that if we can listen to each other, we can come to that point where we as Americans, helping the rest of the world, will say, we believe in ourselves. You are that generation. I am so excited to speak to you today because just as I couldn't imagine 50 years ago standing here, I can now imagine each of you having an impact on thousands of lives. I want you to get goosebumps with the idea you've gotten one of the best educations in the world. And I want you to watch your thoughts because they become your words. Watch your words because they become your actions. Watch your actions because they become your habits. Watch your habits because they become your character. I tell my students, your character has everything to do with who you are when your mama's not there. So watch your thoughts, they become your words become your actions become your habits become your character. Watch your character, it becomes your destiny, dreams and values. Georgia Tech, you are a wonderful university. Class of 2016, you are amazing, and we can all be a great America. Thank you all very much. Very much.
Got a gift here for you. It's kind of heavy. Thank you. What a great job. Thank you, Dr. Hrabowski. I can say with a reasonable degree of certainty that for these 1,600 undergraduates, one of their favorite classes was Calc 2. Is that right? We now come to the time that all of you have been waiting for, the conferring of your degrees. The moment of walking across the stage represents the culmination of much work and achievement for each of our graduates. I would ask that after you receive your diploma, you return to your seat and show your fellow students the same respect that they've given you as you cross the stage. I'm pleased to welcome back to the podium Dr. Raphael Bross, who will now introduce the academic deans by college and then present the candidates for the bachelor's degree.
Good morning. Everybody happy? Dean Zvi Galil will present the undergraduate candidates for degrees in the College of Computing.
Candidates for the Bachelor of Science degree in the College of Computing, please rise and remain standing. By the way, College of Computing is now the largest major in Georgia Tech, not counting 200-300 of minors in computer science. Mr. President, I have the honor of presenting to you those candidates for Bachelor of Science degree, those sleepless candidates, including the hackers, the nerds, and the geeks, who have completed the requirement for this degree.
From the College of Computing, Bachelor of Science in Computer Science, Misha Sheree Amari Alexander. Jessica Teresa Allison, also receiving a Bachelor of Science in Biology.
Ryan Anderson.
Michael Azagu. Casey Barnett. Dustin Bain. Megan Beebe. Catherine Bennett.
Samuel Blumenthal.
Calvin Bowen. Cameron Braun. Sarah Cagle, also receiving a Bachelor of Science in Applied Languages and Intercultural Studies. Nigel Campbell. Hannah Carlton. Keith Cartledge. Srinidhi Chagunti. Alan Chen. Shejat Chen. Chen Sishong. Elliot Childry. Guangsu Choi. Andrew Chow. Daniel Cohen. Hannah Coonley. Trey Ellis Cooper. Sarah Cox. Lara Crosby. Nitant Dandekar. Dong Dao. Katie Delisle. Peyton Dent. Avery Dingler. Alexander Michael Dodson, also receiving a Bachelor of Science in Applied Languages and Intercultural Studies. William Dorn. Siddharth Dudikunta. Tyler Durkota. Vishal Arabelli. Arthur Eubanks. Yunpang Fan. Andrew Farrow. Ryan Farrow. Nicolette Fink. Gabriel Galarza. Cameron Gallahue. Brett Garcia. Donald Gelba. Jilu George. Kevin Gibby. Marcus Godwin. Eugene Gonzalez. Nicholas Graves. Hamilton Green. Ilya Gurovich. Kia Hajkan, Youssef Hani Mohammed Salah Abdelhamid Hamoud, Terry Han, Xiaoxi Han, Daniel Jorge Hay Mack, Tina Ho, Morgan Holmes, Robert Hook, Yoel Ivan, Brandon Jackson, Ivan Jimenez, Devin Johnston, Jacqueline Joyce, Navina Karusala, Neil Kavirathna, Noura Korsanzadeh, Junho Kim, Paul Kim, Sean Yun Jun Kim, Sung Kim, Connor Kobus, Katie Kong, Kartikeya Kumar, Olivia LaHaye, Ernest Lai, Alexander Langford, Cody Lassiter, Veronica LeBlanc, James Leopold, Hang Li, Ling Yi Li, Juhuan Lim, Alana Lin, Alec Lombardo, Carrie McDonald, Ann Matten, Colby McBride, Joshua Morton, Omar Mujahid, Timothy Patrick Mulhern, James Mullenbach, also receiving a Bachelor of Science in Physics.
Associate Dean John Tone will present the undergraduate candidates for degrees in the Ivan Allen College of Liberal Arts.
Candidates for the Bachelor of Science degree in the Ivan Allen College of Liberal Arts, please rise and remain standing. Mr. President, I have the honor of presenting to you those awesome and technologically savvy candidates for the Bachelor of Science degree who have completed the requirements for this degree.
Sneh Munshi, Abhilash Nair, Shannon Wynn, Abimbola Olajubutu, Parth Patel, Samarth Patel, Carolyn Paulus, Sydney Peterson, Mizan Nadir Purani, Zachary Plummer, Hutchinson Alexandra Standifer Pryor, Kyle Ravigo Banjo, Ishan Rajan, Chad Ramey. Arthur Reed Rosser. Feli Rosaline Rusley. Aris Santos. Stephen Schwan. Anish Sharma. Albert Shaw. Yvonne Shi. Wangu Shim. Ravina Singh. Andrew Smith. Kevin Smith. Ryan Smith. Nathan Somavarapu. Austin Steffes. Brian Serber. Ryan Swing. Toma Tadros. Sun Hang Tang.
Vinkat Abhishek Tondahal.
Christopher Trimble. Anthony So. Travis Van Nimwegen. Ryan Vasquez. Gotham Venkatramanan. Anugra Vijay. Sandeep Vijay Sekar. J.T. Vinson. Sasi Virya Euthicorn. Van Vu. Dylan Weeks. Jing Wen. Jane Wilson. Taylor Wilson. Kyle Woom. David Wright. Graham Wright. John Roble. Jesse Wu. Xiaojing Xia. Shen Yang. Hualong Zhang. Tang Zhang. Zhichang Zhu. Yufan Zhuang. Yushan Zhu.
Fei Zhang.
Bachelor of Science in Computational Media. Stephanie Dykes. Mackenzie Elliott. Harrison Galloway. Stacy Jones. Sarah Musa. Cody Owen. Junha Park. Priscilla Pun. Zacchaeus Stewart. Aaron Tannenbaum. Trayshawn Thomas. Bachelor of Science in History, Technology, and Society. Amber Johnson. Bachelor of Science in Literature, Media, and Culture. Darian Darvishian. Danny G. Francis Callan. Krista Reinheimer. Roderick Rukchungang. Bachelor of Science in International Affairs and Modern Languages. Edward Majabiorit Bruno Gaston. Rebecca Fant. Eva Catherine Kennedy. Jessica Joy Klein. Suzanne Gabrielle Roti. Bachelor of Science in International Affairs, Caridad Fundora. Jeremy Johnson. Sarah Stone. Ashley Tofil. Tana Leanne Hayes. Bachelor of Science in Economics, Kayla Estelle Kelly. Carlos Ramirez.
Associate Dean of Academic Affairs and Outreach, Michelle Reinhardt, will present the undergraduate candidates for the degrees in the College of Design.
Candidates for the Bachelor of Science degree in the College of Design, please rise and remain standing. Mr. President, I have the honor of presenting to you those candidates, a small but mighty and visionary group for the Bachelor of Science degree who've completed the requirements for this degree.
Bachelor of Science in Architecture, Sparsha Reddy. Sarah Elizabeth Salander. Tyler Smith. Bachelor of Science in Industrial Design, Caitlin Adcock. Emily Fong. Jonathan Hefner. Benjamin Katz. Catherine Kerman. Zhendong Li. Alfonso Soldavilla. Jordan Thomas. Aubrey Wilson. Xueting Zhang.
Dean Miriam Alavi will present the undergraduate candidates for degrees in the Ernest Scheller Jr. College of Business.
First of all, I would like to introduce Ernest Scheller Jr. and Mrs. Scheller in the audience. We are delighted you're here. Candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Business Administration in the Ernest Scheller College of Business, please rise and remain standing. Mr. President, it is my honor to present to you those candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Business Administration who have completed requirements for this degree.
Bachelor of Science in Business Administration,
Komal Abbas.
Mona Abraham. Colleen Adam. Daniel Adams. Steve Alexander. Christine Andrus. Josephine Antwi. Christina Margaret Atkinson. Clay Bailey. Jessica Catherine Baker. Reed Bakich. John Avery Balsavage. Andres Barrios Arce. Ephraim Baraki, Emily Bibick, Elijah Black, Marie Bonner, Sarah Lynn Bowen, Nicholas Brigham, Louis Boy, Jennifer Carlson, Casey Chan, Stanley Chen, Jordan Kaur, Lane Cobb, Lara Corp, Sarah Corp, Alexander Otoniel Cruz, PJ Davis, Garrett Delphos, Keely Ditto, Chelsea Driscoll, Ben Duffy, Corey Dutra, Walter Eves, Sarah Edgar, Kelsey Evans, Ian Flink, Tara Frecking, Eason Fromian, Mason Gaddis, Nicholas George, Paige Gordon, Dylan Gowdy, Lynn Griffin Jr., Michael Gubert, Megan Gunther, Michael Gilbert, Jennifer Ha, Zachary Harney, Johnny Heffernan, Grant Dylan Heffley, Emily Hendricks, Isaiah Hill, Stephen C. Hong, Kristen Hopper, Brady Horton, Philip Howes, Anastasia Isayanka, Nabila Jamal,
Hanu Jang,
Zhangfan Jian, Jared Gilson, Travis Jorgensen, Min Jun, Haley Kaufman, Catherine Kilby, Jae-woo Kim, Robert Kosicki, Mira Kuntawala, Michael Lanier, Alice Lee, Dong Lee, Koan Lee, Matthew Lee, Diane Lin,
Scott Linder,
Colin Dennis Mallon, Gina Mann, Sylvia Nicole Mayer, Parrish McCall, Connor Montgomery, Quinn Wynn, Haley Nunnally, Alan Osorio Castellan, Carolyn Owings, Alec Paget, Nicholas Pappas, Zari Peretz, also receiving a Bachelor of Science in Industrial Engineering, Al-Rahman Pirani, John Pittman, Caitlin Poole, Alexander Raby, Anwar Rahman, Victoria Rains, Janani Raj, also receiving a Bachelor of Science in Industrial Engineering, Efrat Rachtain, Gabriella Ruddy, Elena Rushing, Yuval Safra, Kyle Sarton, Jared Schlosser, Sheldon Scoggins, Aaron Solinder, Rebecca Sun, Kyle Spurkey, Sierra St. Pierre, Alexandria Peace Stiegel, Drake Stevens, Michael Sweely, Carly Sweeney, Amy Thornburg, Margaret Tikhanovsky, Richard Timbers, Daye M, Justin Uzoji, Avery Vasily, Tyler Vinning, Bianca Walsh, Yulu Wang, Katie Williams,
Colby Wren,
Matthew Wysocki, Jun Young Yang, Rebecca Wong,
Dean Paul Goldbart will present undergraduate candidates for the degrees in the College of Sciences.
Candidates for the Bachelor of Science degree in the College of Sciences, please rise and remain standing. You are bold explorers creating new knowledge to help drive forward the technology, computing, and medicine of tomorrow, and also simply to lift the human spirit to new heights. Mr. President, I have the honor of presenting to you those candidates for the Bachelor of Science degree who have completed the requirements for this degree.
Bachelor of Science in Biochemistry, Sharon Cho, Ashley Fisher,
Connor Sterling Fudge,
Brooke Furlong, Courtney Lemon, Rathika Sharma, Anna Grace Slithko, Scott Sutton, Bachelor of Science in Discrete Mathematics, Morgan Quinones, Bachelor of Science in Earth and Atmospheric Sciences, Mark Delgado, Madeline Frank, Nicholas Hitt, Shelby Miller, Casey Smith, Matthew Vincent Tadaro, Bachelor of Science in Biology, Maxwell Beecroft, Natalie Bala, Audrey Calvert, Victoria Contreras, also receiving a Bachelor of Science in Psychology, Sydney Guerin, Jacqueline Grant, Lee Hendricks, Young Min Kim, Sarah Lanier, Richard Liu, Anna Lum, James McCord, Jeffrey McKelvey, Dina Mengesha,
Brittany Parks,
Kane Patel,
Sagar Patini, Aliyah Rada,
Bonnie Rowland, Kristen Schaefer, Bachelor of Science in Psychology, Lee Martin Fraser, Haley Landis,
Hifeng Lee,
Rachel Monahan, Lien Nguyen, Bachelor of Science in Mathematics, Terrence Alsop, Ron Ding, Michael Patrick Lane, also receiving a Bachelor of Science in Computer Science, Michael Washington, Bachelor of Science in Applied Physics, Samuel Finley, Bachelor of Science in Physics, Nathaniel Wilson, Bachelor of Science in Chemistry, Zola Francis, Ashley Walker,
Dean Gary May will present the undergraduate candidates for the degrees in the College of Engineering.
Candidates for the Bachelor of Science degree in the College of Engineering, please rise and remain standing. Mr. President, I have the honor of presenting to you those candidates for the Bachelor of Science degree who have completed the requirements for this degree in the largest and most diverse and best College of Engineering in the world.
Bachelor of Science in Environmental Engineering, Aaron Capilouto,
Kelsey Eichbauer,
Kelsey Eichbauer, Jordan Hyatt, Jahazeb Khan, Parth Matalia,
Tyler Druitt, George Cooksey,
David Jeffrey Ross McKenney, Nicholas Mohammed,
Kiwi Shi,
Andrea Vitrone, Brennan Wall, Madeline White, Bachelor of Science in Biomedical Engineering, Faria Alam, John Alberts, Matthew Adokaran, Daniel Baden, John Beck, Brittany Barton, Kaylin Bernier, Rachel Blackstone, Christopher Boyd, Joshua Bujika, Jordan Kalovich, Guillermo Camarena, Katrin Carroll, Winnie Chung, Tashfia Chowdhury, Chidima Chukwueke, Min Young Chung, Ann Coogan, Jamshed Cooper, Samantha Craig, Kimbu Dang, Julian Darden, Carolyn Darrell, Matthew Devlin, Akshith Dodi, Amanda Fauch, Derek Fritz, Jordan Gold, Victoria Huta, Kelly Een, Scott Jones, Brett Jordan, Marshall Jordan Jr., Andrew Michael Joseph, Igor Karshinboyam, Fanwei Kong, Hari Krishnam, Vikram Kumar, Madison Lewis, Kevin Liu, Sumi Marion, Anthony McVeigh, Gabriel Mesa, Allison Mozinski, Nina Mohebi, Brandy Nevius, Michael Ayukaran, Yuna O, Sohi Park, Pranjal Patel, Akash Patil, Brandon Philbrick, Catherine Pitts, Courtney Purcell, Nasser Rahman, Morgan Rex, Alexandra Ricard, Malvika Sangvi, Jake Sebring, Taylor C. Wei Shi, Vivek Shimpi, Matthew Shriver, Anjanya Singh, Gabriel Spooner, Stephanie Spratt, Torrin Stewin, Eric Sunderman, Nare Talbot, Kyle Scott Taylor,
Olivia Taylor,
Rem Tolentino, Michael Vo, Troy Von Beck,
Dee Wang,
Leo Wang, Caitlin Wilmer Fierro, Sophia Wolfson, Melanie Yoshimura, Bachelor of Science in Material Science and Engineering, Catherine Adams, Parker Bunton, Sean Carroll, Kevin Chirical, Tyler Clinney, Alexander Dragoo, Justin Eisenberg, Caitlin Estep, Sierra Glasscock, Jared John Heimer, also receiving a Bachelor of Science in Biomedical Engineering, Christopher Jackson, Anna Janoff, Aisen Kodai, Puhan Lu, Eric Perdue, Rebecca C. Schultz, Noor-ur-Rahman Sheikh, Christopher Stevens, Tony Shu, Carla Wagner, Kelly Wallace. Bachelor of Science in Computer Engineering, Reynolds Aguilar, Cardin T. Bagwell, Thomas Barnes, Andrew Beatty, Nashwin Barhwani, Montana Bowman, David Kabinian,
Arend Peter Lasteling,
Bryce Croxton, Alejandro Diaz Pantoja, Joshua Fordham, Jonathan Guo, Christian O'Brien Harris, Noah Harris,
Brennan Hill,
Samuel Horwich, Zachary Johnson, Donovan Custas, Stein Lobo, Jennifer Lograira, Imran Mabub, Michael Patrick Martin, Kiri Mobley, Shangjun An, Fraser Parrish, Christopher Pollard, Clay Proctor, Krish Ravindranath, Snehitha Reddy,
Tien Hongren,
Michael Raymond, Bryce Rich, Morgan Scott, Ichun Soon, Stephen Ventura, Ernest B. Williams Jr., Trent Yates. Bachelor of Science in Nuclear and Radiological Engineering, Noah Drake, Evan Poole, Danny Rawl. Bachelor of Science in Industrial Engineering, Chukshu Agarwal, Coleman Alford, Murtaza Ali, Marcus Allen, Mo Anjou, Olivia Archambault, Drish Baharwani, Bing Yi Bao, Tess Beeler, Brooke Beisner,
Jordan Berry, Victoria Bogdan, Ayed Bushamoi,
Christopher Austin Brooks, Shelby Rachel Brown, Lara Capalleja, Christine Chen, Lu Yi Chen, Wei Yi Chen, Michael Chang, Madison Marie Chilton,
Amy Cho,
Brene Coates, Zachary Cote, Rachel Cowgill, Kyle Crandall, Jonathan Christ, Claire Davidson, Nicholas Deering, Rachel DePriest, Misha Desai, Lalit Devraj, Mary Kaysen DeWitt, J. Yagnesh Dolakia, also receiving a Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, Samuel Alejandro Diaz, David Dixon, Quinn Dolan, Yang Daum, Bold Dorjporev, also receiving a Bachelor of Science in Economics, Katie Dugan Barrett, Alan Dusab, Abby Emanuel, Kalina Fair, Olabode Falay, Aaron Ferrara, Ryan Gant, Corlin Gomez, Samantha Grattan, Taylor Halin, Travis Huber Hanley, also receiving a Bachelor of Science in Computer Science, Dakota Hostler, Ha Ai, Will Hergenrader, Roberto Hinojosa, Haley Huang, Andrew Huang, Faris Ibrahim, Anthony Enan, Nishanti Jagannathan, Krishna Kajaria, Yash Kandawal, Dong Hyung Kim,
Do Woo Kim,
Kyung Jung Kim, also receiving a Bachelor of Science in Discrete Mathematics, Michael Koher, Nidhi Koshi, Stephanie Kashi, Jacqueline Krivolin, Emily Cruz, Brianna Land, Christina Lehman, Marvin Lee, Sung-Jun Lee, Brenna Lohek, James Lovis, Sichao Ma,
Abhishek Malhotra,
Natasha Mamoon, Andres Martinez Hincapié, Matthew Martini, Emily McInturf, Zachary Meyer,
Matthew Miles,
Benjamin Miller, Salim Mokhtar Sabo, Raken Momin, Jamie Morsberger, Jessica Nelson, Ethan O'Brien, Adam O'Neill, Bowe Oki,
Robert Pega,
Han Ashley Park, Kanhai Patel, Olivia Petronas, Jessica Podoloff, Rohail Tamor Kader, Nathan Rackett, Megan Whitley Ramsey, Avani Reddy, Karen Rempe, Christina Rhines, Zachary Richmond, Allison Riley, Austin Rose, Kelsey Rudolph, Mark Russell, Nabiu Samuel, Dakota Sanders. Jennifer Sanders. Devesh Saroff. Elena Joy Saxon. Anissa Renee Saxton. Davis Schneider. Emmett Scoville. Kyle Seabaum. Christiane Owen Sheedy, also receiving a Bachelor of Science in Business Administration. Matthew Sheffield. Li Chen Shen. Xiaodi Chang. Kristen Shiflett. Saeed Siddiqui. Ethan Smith. Matt Sommerfeld. Alex Spence. Jacob A. Spratling. Raghav Srinath. Dan Staub. Catherine Stevens. Emily Strickland. Cole Sutter. Vidya Swaminathan. Wenqing Tam. Zhou Tong. Adam Tyson. Jonathan Tierney. Juliana Trim. Hardik Tuteja. Kate Unsworth. Marcos Valdez. Bhargav Varadia. Charles Vollenweider. David Wang. Shen Wang. Wanhang Wang. Yu Wang. Mallory Weaver. Patrick Weiland. Leslie Wetzel. Larissa Wildenberg. Jovian Winata. Varun Yadav. Xiaonan Yu. Ali Shefik Yor. Jack Zhang. Fei Fan Zhang. Xiaoling Zhan. Shangwei Zhou. John Zimmerman. Bachelor of Science in Aerospace Engineering. Aaron Acey. Dennis Adams. Carlos Isaiah Adkisson. Andrew Alam. Jeffrey Anderson. Catherine Andux. Elizabeth Balga. Matthew Bernstein. David Bitsko. Thomas Blatchman. Andrew Blanchard. Harleen Brar. Megan Braun. Derek Brown. Mitchell Brown. Jonathan Cabrera. Christopher Cargall. Zachary Seahack. Erica Clasby. Kevin Cleaves. James Clinton. Reed Coker. James Coppage. Ariane Duncan.
John Franklin.
Samuel Galtney. Drew Gordon. Eric Gordon. Colin Gurry. Brian Hardy. Timothy Michael Herdina. Brandon Hing, Anthony John Hollywood, James Hubert, Andrew John Hughes, Jonathan Ings, Insang Zhang, Joseph Johnson, Timothy Johnson, Anirudh Kasha, Ryun Kim,
Tae-Jin Kim,
Arjun Krishnan, Ashwin Krishnan, Stephen Layden, Madeline Landman, Jared Lee, Joshua Lee, Nicole Martin, Lee McFarland, Sean McVicker, Dylan Jonathan Montero, Cole Mosier, Kevin Mullins, Chungin Moongai,
Matthew Muscarello,
Matthew Myers, Justin Nguyen, Kevin Okseniuk, Christopher Ormstrup, Davin Patel, Jessica Pfeffer, Akshay Prasad, Luke Richardson, Brett Rushing, Ayash Sharma, Emily Simmons, Abhijit Sundaraman, Anirudh Tadanki, Jacob Thomas, Ashley Yule, Joshua VJM, Stephanie Wagner, Christopher Walton, Martin Weissmantel, Derek Weiss, Matthew Wilk, Bradley Zemke, Lubna Zubair, Bachelor of Science in Chemical and Biomolecular Engineering, Jessica Lee Adams, Megan Adekary, Rebecca Akinosho, Taylor Arolf, Griffin Asher, Michael Avedano, Gurika Butt, Cody James Blackwell, Cassie Kane, Takahiro Chiba,
David Cho,
Jared Corey,
Francesco Constantel,
Javier Diaz, Tracy Din, Christopher Elliott, Thomas Fontana, Jeremy Galliere, Sarah Gear, Jada Ashley Harrington, Drake Hughes, Youngwon Kim, Harrison Kriefel, Nicholas Lamontagne, Leon Liu, Ari Markovitz, Elaine McCormick, Austin Leroy McNair, Ashley Medlock, Timothy Mattill, Ranadeep Mitra, Mohammed Mursalin, Drew Patel, Joseph Payati, Valeria Popova, Matthew Rivera, Sneha Sareddy, April Sheets, Abby Siebert, Scott Simmons, Caleb Spires, Erica Staskevicius, Widianti Sugianto, Ariadne Watson, Matthew Yim, Kara Yogan. Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering, Apurv Agrawal, Kyle Ahrens, Jenna Alchevsky, Bon San Ong, Lillian Ayala, William Berg, Joseph Boyd, Jacob Boyle, Juhi Brahmbat, Diego Bravo Palafox, Brittany Brown, Josie Butler, Richard Butler, Allison Rachel Carr, Yumin Chung, David Patrick Clark Jr., Samuel Dodd, William Flournoy, Kevin Forbes, Lauren Gardner, Maya Goldman, Hannah Kirchhoff Gregerson, Wintana Habtezgi, Christopher Haff, Valeria Hernandez, Fariha Islam, Rana Kandakar, Jennifer Kurkowski, Tommy Korniawan, Jonathan LaFleche, Jenna Velez Lipman, Ryan Jing Lu, Sarah McAllister, Brianna McGowan, Jamie McNorton, Chenye May, Jason Menko, David Miranda, Eduardo Moraro, John Mosquera, Marin Moss, Michael Munns,
Alexandra Muscalis, Kelsey Music,
Keith Benjamin Neese, Anita Wynn, Juan Ocampo, Ijoma Okoro, Yagesh Panta, Anna Pop, Cameron Prince, Lauren Radcliffe, Kamania Ray, Christopher Red, Niall Roach, Maria Teresa Robina, Sage Roberts, Nick Ruiz, Austin Scheck, Aaron Shuttleworth, David Hansel Se, Robert Zock Jr., Leanne Tim, Colleen Thompson, Timothy Williams, William Maxwell Woolery, Shakara Wright, Colton Zerl, Bachelor of Science in Electrical Engineering, Aaron Ackerman. Kirsten Anderson. Matthew Ashcraft. Eugene Ayub. Bryce Bailey. Kyle Baker. Eric Boscheman. Mars Burwanger. Kinsey Blackamore. Michael Bossy. Maxwell Brown. Bao Boy. Brennan Bukovics. Adam Carl. Alejandro Carr. Javier Ceballos Leon. Yemin Cha. Hua Chen. Li Wei Chen. Alexander Chu. Vivian Chu. Adam Church. Neil Brian Dahlquist. Brandon Danzig. James D. Yishao Do. Riley Jade Extrovich. Taylor Eyre. John Freeman. Juan Sebastian Harambe Gray. Jordan Harrison. Mitchell Herndon. Lindsay Heron. Alexandria Holloway. Carl Hood. Paul Edward Jackson III. Anna Rude Jane, also receiving a Bachelor of Science in Computer Science. Santiago Juarez. Nikhil Kella. Jesse David Kahn.
Sangwoo Kim.
Eric Leal. Jaewon Lee. Se-young Lee. Dylan Lewis. Gucho Lim. Luis Fernando Viana Laps. Nejla Logan.
Christopher Liu.
Brendan Lynch. John B. Maines. Suyash Metoli. Varun Sabitha Menon. Christopher Mobley. Andres Monterosas. Brantley Montgomery. William Moreland. Oscar Ocampo. Jung Hyun Park. Eric Pate. Rafael Perez Martinez. Daniel Pettinger. Nam Phan. James Pierce. Bernie Jefferson Prieto. Sermontek Ray. Alexander Ritchie. Wesley Shen. Matthew Selig. Neil Shah. Alexandra Shea.
Andrew Sims.
Devin Slater. Lee Yang Sok. James Song. Ran Tao. Tafuri Taylor. Joseph Thompson. Mario Tran. Georgy Tsintsarov, Michelle Van Enage, Kun Wang, Christopher Weiss, Stephen Wilkins, Scott Williams, Alexander Willis, Mingchuan Wu, Zui Wu, Yang Zhu, Soma Yamaoka, Xiang Ho Yang, Jack Zhang, Kenneth Allen Adcox, Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering, Kirash Ahmadi, Max Alice, Stephen Brock Ananian, Lloyd Anders, Kyle Andrade, Jesus Arias, Renata Bade, Robert P. Bailey IV, Forrest Bulk, Alberto Barajas, Patrick Berry, Devapriya Bhattacharjee, Rebecca Bigby, Hamir Boatman Harrell, Josh Bobo, Robert Borer, Ivan Bogoma, Gian Brashi,
Ismail Bruish,
Aaron Brennan, Nicholas Britt, Zachary Broderick, Audrey Browder, Austin Cotter Brocksterman, Asa Burke, John Butchko, Alexa Carpenter, Christopher Cawthon, Chelsea Saramay, Catherine Chambers, Shidal Chandrasekhar, Buyon Cho, Abdul Aziz Sis, Samuel Patrick Clark, also receiving a Bachelor of Science in Computer Science, Judson Conrad, Robert Cookson, Benjamin Cordes, Brianna Cota, Grayson Craig, Caitlin Crawford, Casey Crowley, Connor Noah Verlock Cudney, Corey Culberson, David Siren, Christopher Damiano, William Damrau, Aaron Daniels, Joshua Davis, Fernando Carral, Charles Brian Deering, Nathan DeTore, Carlos Diaz Ruiz, Brian Frederick Everly, Dan Bradley Fincher Jr., Christopher Folsom, Wayman Forrester, Adam Forstall, Nicholas Fry, Avery Fullerton, Leah Ginsberg, Anna Maria Girardot, David Galladay, Colin Groneman, Benjamin Gross, Jwari Gu, Tushar Gupta, Sung Yon Ha, Kareem Habib, Lee Haygood James, Christoph Henry, Jason Hershey, Andrew Hodges, Adam Holloway, Matthew Edward Holloway, Eric Hom, Benjamin Horst, David Hotard, Michael Hewling, James Adam Hyman, Andrew Arseni Ibrahim, Karan Jang, Nicholas James, Johan John, Robert Jordan, Cody Jung,
Ji Hwan Jung,
Jackson Kemper, Dahan Kim, Heecher Kim, Joanne Kim, Justin King, Casey Kirk, Austin Kretschmar, Andrea Esther Kuklenyik, also receiving a Bachelor of Science in Industrial Design, Scott Leach, Dongguan Lee, Joshua Lieberman, Robert Leinberg, Arthur Lowe, Catherine Adele Lozier, Ranjima Man, Mason Marceau, Benjamin Marquis, Connor Martin, Corinne Maxey, Catherine Ann Mays, Benjamin Leo Mertz, Olivia Meek, Wiria Misuk, Christopher Landon Miller, Stetson Moen, Taylor Morgan, Shui Mayat Mayo O, Nikita Nagpal, Taylor Nelson, Renee Anguilla Kenmo, Anthony Wynn, Callie Nicholas, Sarah Norton, Christopher O'Brien, Chinaza Obona, Walid Omer, Sean Orr, Adithan Panchamurthy, Rohan Pandya, Christoph Parks, Ryan Parks, Christian Peters, Kongli Joseph Pham, Jared Poling, Carlos Ponce, Anthony Pope, Eric Powell, John Prize, Joshua Priceley, Megan Probst, Andrew Putnam, Ang-Shin Chu, Matthew Quinn, Dylan Radford, Alexi Rainio, Ishan Rajwade, David Reeves III, Christian LaRue Redondo, David Reichert, Stefan Rizzo, Mark Rotenberg, Andrew Rushing, David Ryback, Michael Samo, Jonah Schmidt, Forrest Schwartz,
Shaw
David
David.
Alexander Sellers,
Shaw David.
Visav Seep, Juan Silva, Jesse Simpson, Neha Sinha, Patrick Cisbaro, William S. Slaughter, Evan Smith, Richard Smith, Jose Soler Rosado, Brandy Sraruksa, Parrish Staley, Cy Stevens, Eric Strickland, John Sturmer, How Long Sun, Joshua Suttle,
Ali Saeed.
Stuart Tauti, China Taylor, Jessica Taylor, Baraket Tebeque, Sai Tota, Mackenzie Tilley, Kentaro Toyota, Ting Wen Sai, Mateo Vallis, Orlin Velev, Madison von Neumann, Steve Vong, Fahad Vora, Elizabeth Waters, Mark Welly, Oliver Wellstein, Jonathan Whitfield, John Bossert Williamson,
Rachel Witt.
Justin Womble, Gan Wu, Yiwei Sha, Ning Yang, Jin Yu, Zachary Zakow, Wei Zhao, Yomei Zhou, Thomas Cole Enright, Daegyu Kim, Dun Kao, Lisa Ashway, Luis Fernandez Rocha, Christopher Tussis, Benjamin Marrero Garcia,
Tilak Patel.
Maya Ann Collins, Kendall Merritt, Jonathan Joseph Zalzman, Anat Revai, Maria Sanchez, Abu Bakr, Hans Crook, Yonghui Cho,
Mingu Kim.
Youngzi Wei, Xiao Gang,
Will the candidates please rise? Upon the recommendation of the faculty of the Georgia Institute of Technology and by the authority of the Board of Governors and Board of Regents of the University System of Georgia, I confer upon each of you the bachelor's degree with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities hereunto appertaining. Congratulations, graduates. To symbolize your achievement, you may now move the tassel on your mortarboard from the right to the left. Congratulations. Please be seated. Almost there. Graduates, to symbolize your achievement, Georgia Tech is admitting you to the extraordinary organization as an alumni of our institution. Georgia Tech alums are an extraordinary group of high achievers, and to welcome this year's graduating class into the Fellowship of Tech, I'm pleased to introduce Miss Andrea La Liberte, classes of 1982 and 1984, and Chair of the Georgia Tech Alumni Association.
It is my honor and pleasure to congratulate you on receiving your degree and to welcome you to the Georgia Tech Alumni Association. Woo! The mission of the Alumni Association is simple: to keep you connected with each other, with new students, and with the Institute, and to advance the Institute through Roll Call, our annual fund. I stand before you wearing the same gown I wore almost 35 years ago when I was out there. Who knew I would have an opportunity to wear it again? Well, I guess it was my mother, because she had it hanging in a closet for all of these years and then sent it to me. While I could have chosen to wear a newer, nicer gown, this one reminds me of the pride I felt when I became a Georgia Tech alumna. After graduation, I left campus focused on career and living my life. I went to some football games, contributed to Roll Call on a fairly consistent basis, but I didn't do much else tech-related. However, my Georgia Tech degree opened many doors for me in the years that followed. My first job after earning my master's was with a small consulting firm. For much of the time, I was the only woman consultant. My industrial engineering degree from the #1 school in the country gave me the credibility with my clients. From there, I went to work in the fashion retail industry. I was one of the few engineers in the company. Once again, my degree gave me credibility. Thank you, Georgia Tech. It wasn't until my 25th reunion that I reconnected with Tech and its vast alumni network. I had achieved a level of success I had never imagined, and I knew my Georgia Tech education had helped me greatly, so it was time for me to give back. Since then, I have become an active participant in Alumni Association programs. I serve on advisory boards, and I'm even back on campus as a professor of the practice. What stands out for me are all the amazing alumni, faculty, staff, and students I have met. They are passionate about Georgia Tech. There truly is a Georgia Tech family. My regret is that I did not reconnect sooner. Many of you are Student Alumni Association members. Continue your connection with the Alumni Association. Become a mentor. Go to a local network event. Update your profile. If you're not a member, please connect with us. There's an alumni network of over 150,000 people waiting to welcome you into the family. One way you can stay connected is to participate in the annual roll call. I know it can be difficult to give at the start of your career, so for your first year, the Alumni Association has made a $25 donation to roll call in each of your names. Consider this the start of your giving habit to Georgia Tech. Being an engineer, I love equations. So let me end by sharing with you my equation for success. The three key components of maximizing success are ability, opportunity, and desire. Since you're graduating from Georgia Tech, you certainly have ability and you know how to learn. Companies want to hire Georgia Tech graduates, so there is and will be opportunity. However, if you do not have the desire for the job you're doing, you may not be as successful as you could be. Find and follow your passion. It may take some time, so be patient, but this will lead to maximizing your success. You are now a member of the Georgia Tech Alumni Network. Your achievements will help secure bright and diverse students and faculty and continue to bring global recognition to the Institute as being one of the best universities. Be proud that you are part of this legacy. I know I am. Once again, congratulations to this year's graduating class. Welcome to the alumni family, and go Jackets!
Well, thank you, Andrea. For this fall's commencement, we tried something new. As the graduates approached the podium and the stage, they handed one of the workers a barcode, thank you. A barcode. We scanned the barcode and their names were read by a computer-generated reading system, because this is, after all, Georgia Tech. I want to thank you all for being here this morning, and at this time invite the members of the Glee Club, who will lead us in the alma mater, followed immediately by the faculty recessional. The graduates in the audience are requested to remain standing as the platform party recesses. Then I invite all of you to join in the singing of the Rambling Wreck, known fight song in the country. Thank you for being here, and go Jackets.
O sons of Tech, arise, behold the banner as it reigns supreme. For from on high the white and gold waves in its triumphant gleam. The spirit of the cheering throng resounds with joy revealing a brotherhood in praise and song in memory of the days gone by. O Scion of the Southland, in our hearts you shall forever fly. rambling, 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 rambling. I'm a rambling wreck from Georgia Tech, rambling wreck from Georgia Tech. Hell of a, hell of a, hell of a, hell of a, hell of an engineer. Like all the jolly good fellows, I drink my whiskey clear. I'm a rambling wreck from Georgia Tech and a hell of an engineer. Rambling had a daughter, sir, dressed in white and gold, and put her on the campus to cheer the brave and bold. But if I had a son, sir, I'll tell you what he'd do. He would yell to hell with Georgia, as Daddy used to do. I wish I had a barrel of rum and sugar 3,000 pounds, a college bell to put it in, a clapper to stir it round. A drink to all good fellows who come from far and near. I'm a rambling, gambling, hell of an engineer.